All right, there we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my little live. Oh, wait, doggy wants to come outside. Come on, doggy. There you go. There you go, doggy. All right. Oh, no. He wanted to go outside. I opened up the door. He ran outside and then he ran right back in. Everything all right out here, doggy? All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. We are, we're way out east at the ocean. The kids have off for another few days, so we're just gonna chill at the ocean and take it all in. Mike O'Donnell, is it cold out there? It's as long as the wind's not picking up, it's absolutely glorious. But I would say it's about 32 degrees. If I had to guess, Big Blue beats Bama, and Michigan Hippie wins the $810 million lottery. That's a bad day for you, Mike O'Donnell. Bad day for you. Michigan won. They're going to be playing for the national title. Jim Harbaugh, he's going to be playing. He's going to be coaching his last game in college football. He's moving on to the NFL. It's very obvious, but stupid ESPN, they just got to speculate instead of saying, yeah, he's gone. He's got one more game and then he's gone. Of course he's going to the NFL. It's pretty obvious. Nick Umbrican, how are you, brother? Good morning to you. Ja Red, what's going on? Tom Taylor, morning open squad. Good morning. We got Fat checking in. What's up, Fat? Chuck Lynn. Hey, Chuck. Happy New Year to Chuck Lynn. Good morning, open mic. What's up, brother? Cheers to you. Hope it's been a good New Year so far. Hope it's been a good 2024 so far. Wayne Boo Atkins, what's going on? Happy New Year to you. Chris Mack, sun's bright, Hope. Yeah, I figured I would, but it's just glorious behind me. So I figured, I could do something like this, or I could move the camera. I might move the camera, but it doesn't matter. Does it really? I can't compete with that. So you might as well look more at that and have me more in a silhouette mode. Robert Cowling, good morning, Cupcake and crew. Good morning to you. RJ Henners, what's going on, brother? Nick Anderson, hey, who was your favorite regular and top three guests? I don't know, bro. 2024, I'm not talking about Opie and Anthony. Why are you making me work so hard this early in the morning? Who was your favorite regular and top three guests? That's making me work. That's not an easy answer whatsoever. My God. My favorite regular was Patrice O'Neal. That's obvious. But top three guests, I don't know. Are the comedians in there because they were like more regulars, so they maybe weren't guests? It's too much work. It's too much work for this time of the morning. Beach Week Ope is happy Ope. Yes, Marcus. Oh my God, yes. The more time I can spend at the ocean, I'm a happy man. Vincent Scaramuzzo, damn, I'm jealous. How many weeks do your kids get off? We are back in the grind. Well, this is a weird one because last year they had to be back at school by now, but for whatever reason, the schools that my kids go to, they're like, yeah, take another week. You're paying for it. So they don't go back until I think Monday, something like that. Tommy Fest, the morning open squad, colder here in Granville, New York. Frozen balls. I wouldn't mind a little frozen balls. I want like some cold weather, man. It's winter. Let's do this. Morning Ope looks chilly. It's nice as long as the wind doesn't kick up. It's nice out here. Good day for a swim, man. Fish guy, come on over. I will jump in that ocean with you. If you want to do a quick polar plunge, but supposedly the ocean's like 45 degrees, something like that. That's just crazy. Darren Albertson, good morning, open peps, or did you want to say peeps? I'll go with peps. I'll go with that. Oh, Scott K throwing $4.99 at me like it was nothing. Thank you. You just paid for one piece of tuna from our sushi meal last night, so thank you very much. I had to turn this thing on to, talk about two very important things going on in this world. The one being ice skates. Ice skates. Why can't we figure out the ice skates? Why do they have to still feel like a medieval torture device when you put them on your feet? You just want to roll around an ice rink with your kids and your wife for an hour. Why can't they figure out the ice skates? My feet are they're killing me. My feet are killing me. What is that about? Why do you have to put torture devices on your feet just to roll around? Well, you don't roll, right? Slide around on the ice. So we got to get to the bottom of that. That's just stupid. You know, I envisioned, like, in my life, I'm like, oh my God, I'm a little kid with a lot of wonder. Oh, wow, when I get older, the ice skates are going to be amazing. They're the same stupid ice skates from when I was a kid. Oh my, will someone go on Shark Tank and go, hey, I got it. Ice skates that you could put on nice and comfy. And they feel like little pillows on your feet, and then you can slide around the ice with your family. You'd get a deal tomorrow. Tomorrow you would get a deal. Chuck Glenn, Opie was 37 in Florida at 5 this morning. All right. Wow, that's crazy, actually. Why am I saying all right like it's no big deal? Damn, Chuck. Where's your global warming now? As soon as you say how cold it is in a place, right, where it's not supposed to be that cold, people will go, where's your global warming now? Oh, my God. But we got to figure out the ice skates for real. My feet, I feel like I spent, I think we had them on for like 2 hours yesterday. I feel like I just put my feet in cement. I got eye boogers still. I should have probably washed my face before I went on camera. I felt like I had my feet in cinder blocks for 2 stupid hours. And then the second thing, and the only reason I wanted to turn this on today, and it's another Shark Tank idea, by the way. How about we figure out the hot chocolate? Can you tell I'm kind of on vacation with my family, doing family things? I think it might be time to figure out the hot chocolate. There's no reason to get hot chocolate and your tongue instantly melts and you burn your whole damn mouth from the hot chocolate. How hard is it to get the temperature right? We all know temperature. 140 degrees, that's going to be a problem for everybody. Let's try 130. No, that's not really working either. That's too hot. Let's try 100. No, 100, maybe around 110. Holy crap! Why the same shit over and over again? You're a business that hands out hot chocolate, right? Year after year after year after year, you got people coming back to the counter and going, "This is too hot. Can I have a couple ice cubes?" Somewhere in your stupid head, you got to think, "Wow, maybe we shouldn't make the hot chocolate so damn hot." Thank you. I can turn this off now. Those are the 2 important things that are bothering me today. As I sip coffee, as I missed the sunrise because I actually slept in. That's all I wanted to say today. Man, I should just turn it off now. People would be like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Mm-mm-mm. Good morning, Craig. How are you, buddy? Scott K. Good morning, Mr. Hughes. Good morning. What's up, Mike O'Donnell? Paul, how are you? Scott Arsenault. Good morning. Bobby, what's up, Bob? How are you? William Corkery, Obster morning, buddy. Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, Happy New Year, Andy, and Happy New Year to everyone I didn't get to say Happy New Year to, okay? Go on Tuki's show. Why would I do that? I don't even know who Tuki is. I know he was on my thing once. He's like a puppet or something. That's all I know. I'm not part of the whole Dabbleverse thing. I'm sorry. So I won't be going on a show called Tuki or whatever. Go on Tuki's show. There's TikTok stars who were born after the O&A show ended. I know that, Jay Warren. Half the world was born since O&A went away. The Opie and Anthony show went away. Well, I think Anthony got fired in 2014. So, oh my God, another year of talking about Opie and Anthony. You're obsessed with Opie and Anthony. That's all you do is talk about Opie and Anthony. Man, if you don't mention Opie and Anthony, it would be very minimal. I mean, very minimal. See, Patrice, number one. Oh my God! Sending stars to keep you motivated. Cheers, cheers. Thank you, Tommy Festa. I will. I will check my Facebook and thank you in a little bit. What's up, Tom Taylor? How are you? The Idaho 4 murder house is gone. Yeah, yeah, man. When something horrific happens in a house, they kind of want to get rid of it. They kind of want to get rid of it. I remember. They did that with the OJ house where OJ lived. Where OJ lived, they're like, yeah, we got to get rid of this house now. This is too creepy. This is where that guy lived. I remember like a lot of people would go to where OJ's house was, and just take pictures of. I think at that point it was like an empty lot, and then I believe eventually, of course they did because of real estate values. They put another house up there. But yeah, when something horrific happens, you kind of want the house to go bye-bye. That doesn't make for a fun. That doesn't make for a fun college experience, Mike O'Donnell. Hey, Mom, Dad, you're not going to believe where I'm living at college. Remember a few years back? Yeah, see, that doesn't work. That never works. Rockbox is the greatest song in the world. Wow, damn. I don't know about that. I don't know what the greatest song in the world is. Can you even maybe it's Happy Birthday, right? I think I got it. Because when you say greatest song in the world, I mean, that all depends on where it hits you, man. Some of these songs hit you in the gut. Maybe it's the song you got married to. I don't know. Maybe it was the first slow dance with your new bride. That's it's got to be a song that just hits you in the gut. And of course, for everybody, that would be a different song. Sorry, I'm late. Well, where the hell were you, President Santa? You don't have anything to do anymore. All right, XM202 Afro off to Twitch. Good morning, Open Squad. First day back to work, and I find my AD account removed. I don't know. What's an AD account? That's what you want to do to the guy that runs your enterprise network. And then hey, it's hump day. Cheers. Okay. Well, that's kind of blows, right? That doesn't sound good. Shark Tank, ice skates. Ha ha. I'm dead serious, Tommy Festa. You walk in with your skates and they all just roll their eyes. You're like, oh my God. Well, we all have worn ice skates our entire lives. Why do we have to deal with them like they're 2 bricks on your feet? So I've come up with the perfect ice skate. And then they try them on, and then they got the fake ice. It's a plastic ice thing that feels like ice. And then Mr. Wonderful is rolling. Why do I keep saying rolling? Sliding around with his new ice skates. And then he's going to be like, yeah, right the F on. I'll make a deal with you. Of course. They're thinking too hard. They're thinking way out of the box with stupid shit. Come up with like basic stuff that we all know is annoying. The hot chocolate's too hot, and the ice skates stink. Absolutely stink. And here's something. Oh yeah. Oh, I do got one more. You go to the ice skating rink, right? Like we did yesterday, right? And it's a small rink, right? Okay, right. And you're charged full price, right? And then the people pay the full price, right? And then they get their crappy ice skates that hurt their feet on, and then they go to the rink, and then a third of the rink is cut off so one lousy kid could have a hockey lesson. How about you give the people a discount at that point? The rink's not big enough for that. Thank you. These are problems when you're on vacation for a week with your family. Oh, are you team Tukey or team? I don't know what any of that means, dude. I'm gonna. You know what? You're not blocked, but I'm just putting you in timeout because I don't know what any of that means. They're all fighting with each other. That's all I know. It's a dumb, stupid world they're all living in. They all just fight with each other, and I guess it makes for good viewing and watching, but it's just stupid. No one has loyalty in that world. The people they hate, they end up loving. The people they love, they end up hating. It's just a stupid world. And don't drag me in it. Steve, they make beautiful, comfortable ice skates. They just aren't the ones you rent at the local rink. If you got fit for a good pair of Bowers at the hockey shop, you would be fine. Well, yes, Steve. Yeah, of course. But why would I get some beautiful Bauer hockey skates or just ice skates in general if I'm only going to ice skate once or twice a year? That's the problem. Last summer, we went to a roller rink. Actually, that was just me and my daughter. She's into the roller skating a little bit. And we got her a nice pair of roller skates last Christmas, and she's just rolling around the house. And I'm like, well, it's time to go to a rink. And we went to a roller rink way out here that brand new. What's your size? I tell them I'm a 10 and relax. I know that's a small size for shoes, but guess what? I don't know. It didn't match up because I got tiny hands too. My hands are stupid. My feet are stupid, but I had to ask for the size 10s at the roller rink, right? Brand new place, brand new roller skates. Like I'm talking about what the ice skates should be doing. They felt like pillows on my feet. We're rolling around to 70s music, just loving life. These roller skates were brand new, and I was thinking to myself, man, fast forward 20 years, and these same roller skates will be being rented at this roller rink. But they start off all nice with all new shit. What's up, Bandy Volin? How are you? Good morning, Ope. Happy New Year, buddy. Right back at you, Jester, member of my YouTube channel. I don't forget. F Jimmy Kimmel. Rogers is a man of instinct. He's probably right. No, Craig. No, he's not. No, he's not. No. Aaron Rodgers is a weirdo. Aaron Rodgers, there's been talks about his personal life. So I don't know if he really wants to go down that road. Aaron Rodgers is a effing weirdo. I don't like Jimmy Kimmel. See, this is the problem. Is there anyone else out there like me? Because if you don't like Jimmy Kimmel, then you just gotta attack, beat the crap out of him, even if he is right on some of these things. I don't like Jimmy Kimmel. And never forget that Jimmy Kimmel used to do football picks on the Opie and Anthony show. I never forgot. He would call on a Friday. I'm picking the Bills over the Dolphins. I'm picking the Cowboys, and I'm picking the Browns. And then on Monday, hi, Jimmy. How did your picks turn out? Yes, Jimmy Kimmel used to be on the Opie and Anthony show doing football picks. And then, he famously, quit on our show because CBS Radio at the time had it with his boy. But I liked RPD at the time. I'm not going to mention his name. I liked him a lot, but CBS moved on from him and they fired him. And so Jimmy Kimmel called and said, "Hey, that's my boy, so I can't be on your show anymore because they fired my guy." And then he proceeded to go on David Letterman that same week, which was owned by the company as well. Like there was an umbrella. They had a radio division. They owned David Letterman. So I thought that was a bit hypocritical, where he's like, I can't do anything for this company anymore because they fired my boy, Gary. You guys might remember Gary, the ice cream man, if you go way back. So I respected that he told us to our face on our show he couldn't be on our show anymore because they fired his friend. And then he went on Letterman, which was also owned by the same company. But with that said, man, F Aaron Rodgers, hinting that Jimmy Kimmel, likes to do some certain things. I got to be careful how I talk on the social media. F Aaron Rodgers. He's garbage. Never liked Aaron Rodgers. If he gives you guys a 10-7 season next year, good for you. But I don't like Aaron Rodgers. He's garbage. And good for Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel, though, he's threatening a lawsuit, whatever. You don't threaten. You go right for the lawsuit. You go right for the lawsuit. That's what you do. Or you go find him and you punch him in the nose. You give him a little bop to the nose. But no, Jimmy Kimmel versus Aaron Rodgers, and yeah, I like you there, Craig. You've contributed a lot to our live stream every morning. I'm team Jimmy Kimmel on this one, and I don't like the Jimmy Kimmel. Here's the problem, though, like with the flight logs, that is, I guess, that everyone's talking about. You know, if someone doesn't like you, you have to be on the flight log. That's the new thing. Watch for it out there. Anyone that is against an individual's agenda, then that individual will turn around and go, well, you must have been on the flight. What are you, a little nervous? This world is so predictable. So predictable. What's up, Andy Vollen again? How are you, brother? Michael, minus 25 here in Oslo, Norway next week. Thoughts on that, Ope? Where's your global warming now? Damn, minus 25. I don't think I've ever done minus 25. Back in the day in Western New York and Buffalo, we definitely did some minus digits, but I don't know. We never made it to minus. We might have made it to minus 25 with some wind chill action. But wow, that is just, oh my, yeah, that is just, that's so cold you feel your eyelashes freezing. I remember that. Because when people complain about, cold, like, look, I don't have gloves on. I mean, it's probably, if I had to guess, like 32 degrees out here right now. But I don't have gloves on or anything. And I don't really complain about the cold because I lived in Western New York. Oh, my God. It got so cold. You would walk outside and you would feel your eyelashes freezing. Literally freezing to your face. It was crazy. Aldo, haha, great hot chocolate bits. So sick. Are you making fun of me, Aldo? Look, a lot of this stuff is throwaway stuff, but I'm just talking about my stupid life and how annoying it is. Look, I gave up on the flying cars. From the time I was like 12, I think I might have even hit 40, where I was thinking, we're going to have flying cars. It's a matter of time. I gave up. Because as I'm driving down the Long Island Expressway in the same junk my dad drove in, basically. Oh, it's got a couple screens so my kids could watch a couple movies, but that's about it. It's the same piece of junk. Oh my God, they haven't improved the car that much. I know you could do the rest and say, well, actually, in general, it's the same piece of junk. So I gave up on the flying cars, but can we at least figure out the temperature of the hot chocolate so your kid doesn't sit there and go, well, this is too hot, and then a half hour later, it's still too hot. Can we at least do that? Sounds like Opie wants lukewarm chocolate. Chester, very nice. The hot chocolate thing just seems like it's an easy fix. I'm sitting here with a lovely cup of coffee. It's perfect temperature. If I could get perfect temperature with my coffee at home, then why can't you get a perfect temperature hot chocolate at an ice rink? Thank you. Looking at the beach reminds me of the song "The Boys of Summer." Ooh, which version, man? I kind of like the cover of that. Excuse me, the cover of that. I'm trying to think who covered. Yeah, let's do this. Who covered "Boys of Summer" by Don Henley? They souped it up a little bit, and it became a slight hit. Oh my God, it was a slight hit probably 25 years ago. Oh my God. All right, I'm skipping to a super chat because I'm way behind in the chat. Sorry. Super chats get precedent. And of course, if you're a member, look, let me do this. And if you're a member of my YouTube channel, like Jay Warren, one of these podcasts are on the list. On the list. On the flight log list. Okay. Logs mean nothing. We went to We want the videos and what horrors happened at Zorro Ranch. My God. Yeah, that's the other thing with the flight logs. Dash, Rip Rock, Stairway to Freebird, greatest song ever. Oh my God, I remember that song, Mike O'Donnell. Stairway to Freebird. Wow, I remember that one for real. Cheers, and thanks for the $5. Go Bama. Oh, it's too late for Go Bama. So there's gonna be names on the flight logs, right? For both sides. So how are the people going to handle that? Because a lot of people are using the names on the flight logs to, give them a good beating. And then one of their guys is going to be on the flight logs. And then what do? Then you got to claim, someone stole their credit card. It wasn't really them. They're just saying he was on there. Watch the spin. But the problem is, the very wealthy and the very powerful were going to Lolita. No, they're going on the Lolita Express. That's right. Epstein Island, Lolita Express. Both sides were going down there. It's not a one-side thing. His response was weird. You're right. Kimmel should have sued out of the gate. I think that's the weird part to me. He had a lawyer write his tweet, I bet. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to be honest, it is weird, I've had I had issues in the past when people went after my family and whatnot, and we went right to lawyers. Right to lawyers. So it is weird that he's kind of threatening some shit. He probably should have went right to lawyer. That's what I think. So that part of it's weird. Look, go somewhere else if you just want this version of everything. But over here, we open up our eyes. We look around a little bit. I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I don't like Jimmy Kimmel. I think Jimmy Kimmel's right on this one. But, and then I give you the lawyer angle, that he should have went right for lawyer. Oh, where's all the stuff you did on radio before Cumia, and not the Spuds Buckley stuff either? I got damn, man, I got like 10 hours of shit. And it's good shit. It's all right shit. You could hear that it's like very, very early versions and very raw versions of what would become the Opie and Anthony show. But the problem is, I mean, I've debated. This is a good question, actually. I've debated putting it out there, but I don't think it holds up to the test of time like Opie and Anthony stuff does. So I'm debating that. So, there's so many of you, you're just a bunch of a-holes. So if it doesn't hold up, then it's not going to be worth it to me to put it out there to get your stupid beatings. So I've thought about it. And then the other thing is that when I was doing stuff before Opie and Anthony, honestly, the internet wasn't as big as it is now. So people weren't, putting stuff up yet online as far as radio shows or whatnot goes. Your kid know about the snow this weekend? Oh, yes, they do, Nick Umrican. That's all they want. The beauty of a kid. The beauty of a kid. I mean, I'm worried about paying my city taxes. I was worried about giving out 44 total Christmas tips to the building and the garage I park in the city. We got a problem with my boilers out here. I got all these little worries, and to just see your kids, their only thing is they just want it to snow. They don't give a crap about anything else. Oh, why can't we bring more of that into our adult lives? That's all they care about. So yeah, there's a storm of brewing. I gotta heat up my coffee if you don't mind. There's a storm of brewing. It's gonna hit like Saturday or Sunday, and they're out of their minds. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. They just want to jump on a stupid sled. So it looks like we're gonna get walloped. I think it starts Saturday into Sunday. They're not really sure of snow totals yet. But this is really, really interesting. We're pushing in the New York area and most of the East Coast, we're pushing 700 days without significant snow. 700 days. Obviously, that's close to 2 years. And I think we're finally going to get walloped this coming weekend. So put some ice in it in the hot chocolate. I know you could calm down the ice chocolate, but then you have to go to the person at the counter and you're like, it's too hot. Can I have some ice cubes? And then they get all annoyed. I'm like, I'm not the only person coming back for stupid ice cubes. Maybe you should calm down your stupid hot chocolate machine. How about you do that? How about you calm it down a little bit? All right, I got to nuke my coffee. I'll be right back. This will be quick. 30 seconds. But that wasn't 30 seconds. I know the 30 seconds didn't do the job. I had to go 60. If you keep it track at home, I went 60. Oh, damn, you guys stuck around. Thank you very much. I appreciate you sticking around a little bit. Nikki Haley stinks. DeSantis stinks. Trump stinks. Biden stinks. Okay, we took care of that. I had that written down. I had to say that today. Okay, all right. The Ataris, we got the answer. Thank you. The Atari's version was just okay, Nathan Bremer. I liked it. We're talking about Boys of Summer by Don Henley. It was remade by the Ataris a million years ago, probably like over 20 years ago. And their version was pretty good too. Ope, have you ever had to rescue people crawling on the beach who thought it's a desert and thought the ocean was a mirage because they had Alzheimer's and they were disoriented? Oh my God. Very, very funny. Once a summer, we get the helicopters out here and we all just go inside and go, when you see the helicopters in the sky, you're like, we lost one. We all go inside. It's a beautiful, like, summer day, and we go in our houses and we put down the shades when we hear the helicopters. Like, no good on that one. Names on logs mean nothing. All right, waiver. We're never gonna, look, dudes and dudettes. Everyone's hoping. Everyone is hoping for, the Epstein Island thing to be figured out. Here's all the people. Here's all the video. Here's all the people going to jail. None of that's gonna happen. They're like I've said. Well, I've only said it because Carlin said it. There's a club out there, and we're not part of it. And this is all about the club. So people are making deals all over the place right now. Oh my God, all over the place. So if you want that all like this, with it tied up in a bow, maybe you shouldn't do live streams when it's 30 degrees out because I feel like I'm getting a cold right in front of your face. But if you're hoping for like a good solid list of names, there's going to be names, but this person's so powerful and has so much pull that their name is going to be blacked out. Get the hell, if you're hoping for that, you're going to be very disappointed. Very disappointed. Hey, my buddy Eric V has been watching you since 2004. He loves you, man. Can you please say hi? Thank you, man. I love you and your show. My buddy Eric V. Hi, Eric V. I don't know if that's a trick, but hi, Eric V. All right. Epstein is one of the pot-bellied goblins that makes you go, ah. Is that how you wanted me to say that? I think. All right. Now the sun is just taking out the whole goddamn screen. Good morning, Hope. It's been a long time. Been a long time since we rock and rolled or what there, Sean? How are you, Sean? You good? I'm good. You good? The Allman Brothers used to play the roller rink here for $1. Oh my God. Even after the first 2 albums came out. Are you serious, Mike? They would actually play at the roller. Could you imagine? You got those shitty fucking roller skates rentals, and all of a sudden you got the goddamn Allman Brothers playing, and you're annoyed because you're probably like, I want to hear disco. And you probably didn't appreciate it. I'm not saying you personally, Mike, but the rest of the people. What's this band doing? Even after the first 2 albums, they still play the roller rink. Is that a true story? That's badass. I'm gonna have to look that up. Kimmel, okay, thank you, Austin. Thank you very much. What's 44 tips mean? I don't know what Tommy Fester, what does 44 tips mean? What am I missing? I care about snow too, just a different kind of snow. Oh, damn, Jay Warren. Damn, man. Oh my God. All right. Happy New Year, sir. I can only watch you once in a while, but it's always a good watch. Thank you, Eric Green. There was a little controversy with Leonard Skinnard. So Leonard Skinnard retired a year or two ago because every member died. Every single member died. And then on New Year's Eve, Leonard Skinnard played. One of the Van Zants. The younger Van Zant brothers, the lead singer of Leonard Skinnard. But he wasn't in Leonard Skinnard. The original Leonard Skinnard. And then you had people going, man, Leonard Skinnard still sounds great all these years later. You're like, no, you can't get away with that. There's not a original member of Leonard Skinnard. So at that point, they're just a tribute band. But me and Anthony used to talk about this many years ago. These bands are just going to turn into franchises eventually. You're seeing it now with Leonard Skinnard officially. You're going to see it with Kiss. Kiss is going to keep rolling. They're just going to recast everybody. You watch, and they're going to roll out as the new Kiss. And these bands will go on forever as franchises. But the fact is, you can't look at Leonard Skinnard's New Year's Eve performance and go, wow, they sound great all these years later. No, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. You're looking at a band. None of them were part of the original Leonard Skinnard, like literally none. And then someone argued with me, and was fair enough. And I was too lazy to do my research that the drummer was on a couple very early Leonard Skinnard songs. I don't know if it was albums, but a couple songs in the very early days. And then that drummer, left the band to join Blackfoot, I think. So then this guy's like, technically there is one original member, but supposedly the guy tapped out very early on, but he ain't tapping out anymore because he sees the money. All right. I can't see the screen anymore, which is good, I guess, right? Tommy, Opie, when strangers approach you and say, I'm a friend of Jim Stancil's, is that code for may I kiss you? Kind of inside, but very nice. You watch Tuesdays at Gephards. Thank you very much, brother. Even if I was in the city yesterday, we weren't going to do a Tuesdays at Gephards because Matt had a holiday party for his staff, and I didn't want to intrude on that. Although he said I could, but I was like, you know what? You go do your thing. I'm going to be out east anyway. I'm going to be ice skating, with these horrendous ice skates and then drinking hot chocolate that literally could melt your tongue out of your mouth. But you have fun and we'll reconvene in a week. So that's what we're going to do. What's up, Mikey? Mikey Eats. Oh, Mikey, what's up, brother? Happy New Year to Mikey Eats It, man. Check out Mikey Eats It, man. He's a good dude. Solid dude. You're gonna do my Tuesdays at Get Parts, aren't you, Mikey? You're gonna come by, say hi. I didn't forget. Happy New Year, my brother. All right. If I can't see the screen, I don't know if I want to continue. If you want to know the truth. Oh, do you think we could remake The Warriors? It's just one of those films I seem to not turn off. Then it comes on, but NYC has changed enough that we could redo this. I don't know if we could redo it. Like when the Warriors came out, New York City was a much different place. It was really gritty and controlled by a lot of undesirables. We kind of still have control in New York City. I say kind of. Hey, Trevor, how are you? I don't know. All right, I don't know what that means, Colt. Okay, it was the feel-good hit of the summer of 2017. All right. 44 wiener tips. What is this? I don't know what you guys. Oh, the 44. Oh, okay. Oh, duh. Okay, thank you, Tommy. I'm sorry. Yes. I'd rather forget it. Yes. Before we left to celebrate New Year's out here, and then the kids having a few extra days, staying out here, got away from that god-awful city. Oh, my God. The last thing I did before we jumped in the car was just throw 44 envelopes. I had to throw 36 envelopes in the lobby of my building in a big holiday box. And then when I got my car in the garage, then I had to hand out 8 envelopes to those guys. That was the last thing I did in New York before we took off for a week or so. 44 holiday tips. That's not including, by the way, those were the forced tips. And then there were other people in my life that did this and that over the last year that I gave a little something to. I'm talking about the forced holiday tips that we have to do every year, or they give out the list and you're forced to do it. And then it's just normal tips. Normal tip for the garbage man out here. Normal tip for the postman back of the city. Gave a few tips at the Get Parts. I'm trying to think of others. Then I'm sure there's a few others in there, but I'm talking about the 44 forced tips we have to do every year. Holy crap! Guar. Never got into the Guar. Ronnie Van Zant, Johnny Van Zant, and don't forget about Donnie Van Zant, Craig. So Johnny Van Zant was the original singer of Leonard Skinner. Then his younger brother, Ronnie, who was too young to really understand Leonard Skinner at the time, he's now the lead singer of Leonard Skinner. And then there's another Van Zant, and that would be Donnie Van Zant. Does anyone want to guess without the Google what band Donnie Van Zant is in? Because he was also in the music. And boy, if he didn't he picked the wrong band. He could have been hanging with his brother Johnny. But Donnie's like, yeah, Johnny, you do that cute little thing with the Leonard Skinner. And I'm going to be over here doing this band. Opie sucks at being a self-centered celebrity. Thank you, Fat. I don't know what that means. Is that good or bad? I have no idea. Opie, any advice for a young broadcaster trying to do talk radio? Just be yourself is the only advice I have. Literally, it's the only advice I have, and it's pretty simple. Well, no, it's not simple. You'll work your whole career trying to be yourself. It's not easy, and not many people have pulled it off. But believe it or not, Howard Stern is not himself. Howard Stern is a very different person when he's not on mic. So he also has not figured out how to just be himself on the radio. There's glimpses of that, of course, but he's a very different person. He plays more of a character on air than not. I'm beginning to rethink the cheapness of Howie. I think next year everyone is getting a ton Oh, maybe you want to say a tin of popcorn? Yes. Very nice. Our paper guy sends an unstamped envelope addresses to him. Can you say no tip? I was a paper boy though. I enjoyed the Christmas tips for the houses. I'm not gonna lie to you. They would give you a little extra, and here's a little extra for the holiday. It was like $2 extra. Thanks. Pink Floyd and Yes are the best bands ever. Now, Janet. Now. No one wanted to guess the Donnie Van Zant thing, I guess. What, you're just too lazy to participate today? You didn't impose on Gepard's holiday party. You suck at making it all about you. Matt said, let's do. I'm like, Matt, no, man. They want your attention for the holiday party. I mean, my intention is to try to do it every Tuesday. We've only missed 2 since the summer. That's not bad. One was Halloween, because my kids come first. My wife and my kids come first. So when I tap out, it's because I'm doing other things with my family. Man, I was thinking about that when I was ice skating. Okay, I'll give you a little, a little honest time here. I was thinking, like, this is weird for me, but wait, I got a little super chat. Super chats go to the front of the line. So let's get that super chat right on the damn screen. Did you know TIPS is an anagram to ensure prompt service? Oh, all right. Like, very clever. Is that even true? I have no idea, but that's very clever. Is it really an anagram? Or are you just being one clever son of a bitch? Cheers. I like that. And I've never heard that before, whether it's real or not. I've never heard anyone even suggest that. When I talk about my wife and my kids coming first, I'll give you a little honest time. I was ice skating yesterday with my shitty ice skates that I rented. They've been renting these ice skates. I would guess 30 years. They haven't changed out the ice skates. My feet are if you want to really feel what I felt, yesterday, just take a whole bunch of rocks and put them in your shoe. And even though, you can't really get your foot back in the shoe, just force it in there and walk around for 2 hours. That was my ice skates yesterday. But I was skating. And, it's obvious, like most people know, I'm an older father. And one of the reasons why I'm an older father is, and look, if this is my fault, I'm not blaming anybody, is that I focus so much time and energy into doing, I'll just say radio. In my career, I'll just say radio. Obviously, a whole bunch of those years were Opie and Anthony, but I focused so much time and so much effort and so much energy into that I simply didn't have time for anything else. So now that I got, a wife that I give a shit about and kids I give a shit about, I'm like, you gotta prioritize better, which I have been doing for a very long time now. But I'm like, because my dad's like, yeah, my dad was hoping I would have, a family someday. And man, it didn't fit into the plans back in the day. But thank God, because like, God, I can only imagine what I would be married to if I did get married younger. But I was kind of thinking about that while I was ice skating around with my, relatively young kids. They're getting up there now, actually. My son's a teenager now. My daughter's not that far behind from being a teenager herself. So, but there's a little honest time for you. Because I was thinking, like, somewhere in there, did I actually have room in my heart and my soul to get married? And I'm like, and I was being honest with myself as I was just, they were trying to drink their really hot chocolate. And for whatever reason, all of a sudden I was on the ice literally by myself for about 5 minutes. And I was just thinking about shit. And that's one of the things I thought about. I'm like, was there room in your heart and soul to get married before you did? And the answer was no, there wasn't. And that's on me. That's my fault. XM202 Afro. Robert Cowling got the do NY question. He said 38 special. Oh, did Robert Cowling get it? Where's Robert? Can I go back and get him on the big screen real fast? Oh, yeah, there you go. Donnie Van Zant. Oh, I didn't know he started. Donnie Van Zant, the brother of Johnny Van Zant, the brother of Ronnie Van Zant, was in 38 Special. I didn't know he started that band. Man, he could have been with his brother and Leonard Skinner. You got to think they were talking like, hey, and he's like, nah, man, I'm going to go over here and start this band 38 Special. Oh, boy. I mean, 38 Special had a couple songs. Hold On Loosely comes to mind. And then there was the other one, the other song. I wonder if Donnie Van Zant kicks himself. And why didn't Donnie Van Zant, after 38 Special, like tapped out all those years ago? Why didn't Donnie, or maybe he did, I have no idea. I'm no Vic Henley when it comes to music. Vic Henley would have the answer to this like in a second. Why didn't Donnie Van Zant, join Leonard Skinner after 38 Special went bye-bye? That's a good question, I think. Thank you, Robert Cowling. Blackfoot, question mark. Yeah, Blackfoot was a band, right? What did you go as? What did you go as for Halloween this year? Oh, I went as a washed-up radio personality. Cheers, Colt C. I walked around a neighborhood and everyone recognized me as a washed-up radio show host. Wait, aren't you? This is what I get a lot now because too many years have now gone by. Wait, aren't you? I go, nah, man, nah. But I didn't finish my question. Nah, man, I'm not. Nah, man. Nah, man. All right. Skating on butter knives. Those skates haven't been sharpened. Oh, that too, John Quartz. Yes. Yeah, that's very funny. Yes. Yeah. So, wait. So let me get this straight. I'm going to hand you $100 so I can skate on your ice rink for the next couple hours. You're going to give me rentals that are at least 30 years old. That's going to feel like you got rocks in your shoes, basically. And you haven't sharpened them in at least 20 some odd years. And then I'm going to go to the rink because you don't see the rink at first. And a third of the ice is cut off so one really rich son of a bitch kid could get a private hockey lesson. And then we're going to take a break, and you're going to give us hot chocolate that could burn to the middle of the earth. Family Day. Cheers. All right, let's get the hell out of here. 38 Special is the answer. Oh, yeah, we got this. We got the answer. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, no, I think you're getting, no. When I said that there was no original members of Leonard Skinner, someone questioned me on that and said that the drummer that performed New Year's Eve supposedly was in a very early version of Leonard Skinner. And that guy moved on to be in a band called Blackfoot. That's what I was told. I was too lazy to do my own research, which most of us are. You just read something on your Facebook and you don't even do your own research. And then that thought's now yours and you copy and paste it all over the goddamn world. And then Johnny Van Zant and Ronnie Van Zant's brother, he was not in Leonard Skinner and decided to be in a band called 38 Special. So I hope that clarifies that for you, Mike O'Donnell. You'd be married to Stalker Patty. I listened live on the show that got your busted. Sex in the Church. Shame, shame, shame. Oh, Janet. Shame, shame, shame. That's right. Shame, shame, shame. It's true, and I meant acronym. Acronym. Okay, I knew what you meant too, but that's all right. I don't worry about English that much either, so don't worry about it. I got it. I understood. I'm dumb. No, you're not dumb. How dare you say you're dumb? Thank you, Janet. Thank you there, Janet. It was Ronnie who was in. Oh, did I get that wrong? Leonard Skinner, Johnny replaced him. I always, the only Van Zandt I get right every time is Donnie. Donnie Van Zandt was in 38 Special, but then the Ronnie and the Johnny thing, I always get messed up. So Johnny is the younger brother who's now singing for Leonard Skinner with no original members. Thank you. And Ronnie was the original. Okay, thank you. It got a lot colder out here, by the way, and the wind picked up. So I think I'm gonna go now. Opie worked harder and longer than everyone else. You working Joes wouldn't understand what that means. Oh, knock it off, Aldo. I mean, I did exactly what my dad told me to do. Never have a real job. Holy hell, Opie, you're boring. But you're here, bagpiper. Let me get rid of bagpiper. No, let's ban them. I ain't dealing with the nonsense in 2024. If you're not into this, that's fine. I can't argue that, but we're not gonna deal with you. Just move on to something else, okay? No, man, I never had a real job. When I talk about putting in a lot of time and effort into a radio show, and look, when you do a radio show properly, you never escape it. It's always on your mind. As soon as the radio show ends, and even if it was an amazing radio show, which we were lucky enough to have a lot of those, thanks to all the people that worked for the Opie and Anthony show over the years, they certainly made it easier at times. 100%. Oh my God, of course they did. Maybe I should say that more. But being one of the well, now, I would have to talk to the guys behind the scenes about this. It's not even fair to say, but as soon as that show is over, I could talk for myself. As soon as that show is over, got the freaking runny nose now. But as soon as that show is over, I can speak for myself. It's better to just speak for yourself and not try to figure out what the other guys are thinking. Yeah. You were already worried about the next show. You were already worried about the next show. And the worry was always there 24/7. But I can't sit here and say it was ever a job. Guys worked their balls off. And the women, and the women, and the women. So I would never say that my job was worse than any other. No. Working people working their balls off. No, I can't compare myself to that ever. Of course not. Hey, Hope, I try to comment via Twitter. Do those go through? A couple haters have figured out how to comment on Twitter, because the only time I see a Twitter comment in my chat here, it's always from some ridiculous hater. So they figured something out. But in general, no, I do not get Twitter comments in my chat. Through the third-party app I use to live stream. No, I do not. But every once in a while, I do get something from Twitter. I don't know. They obviously figured something out. Have your kids ever listened to your old shows? Nope. They have no desire. They don't care. They literally don't care. I like it that way. I mean, look, we all have egos. You live a human life. Where they say we're all souls living a human experience or something like that. But we all do have egos, some of us need to tamp down our egos a little more than others, of course. And my ego certainly was out of control a bunch of years there. But being an older guy that still has a bit of an ego, of course. Yeah, I wish they saw me at the top of my game, 100%. But it doesn't define me. But I think it would have been fucking cool as hell because my life is very, very different these days, and they don't care. Their friends don't care. Their parents, the parents of their friends don't care. I mean, there's one or two people that I've run across that my kids' friends' parents knew who I was back in the day, but we got past that when we first met, and they don't care anymore either. They just don't care. No one cares. Which is, it's a tough pill to swallow. If I'm being honest with myself, but that's more than fine. I mean, I'm not defined by Opie and Anthony. Oh my God! But with that said, it would have been cool if they saw me at the top of my game. I think that would have been a little badass, but it wasn't meant to be as far as that stuff goes. And and now at this point, it's almost impossible to get back to that level. God, almost impossible. All right, Nick. The women did not, in fact, work their balls off. Very good. Well, I don't know. They might have worked their balls off, Nick. See what I just did there? They worked so hard that they worked their balls off. So it could be taken both ways there, Mr. Umrican. Chuck Glenn, hoping this next year continues your podcast success. Thank you, Chuck Glenn. All right. My nose is really running. I got to get a nice, I got to blow my nose. Guys, thank you. Wow, okay, all right, there, Janet. I don't know what you're getting at there, Janet. They'll know once Comedy Quick bites take. No, it's Comedy Quick Hits takes off. Aldo, Comedy Quick Hits. Yeah, that's my other podcast. That's the one I'm really pushing lately. A new episode's coming out tomorrow. It's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Find it wherever you get your podcast. Subscribe, like, share. Oh God, I did that 2 days ago. I got two extra downloads. You guys aren't clicking on shit. But thanks for checking this out. Yeah, the live streaming schedule is gonna be all over the place till we get back to the city. So it's not like I'm blowing off doing this, but it's been kind of nice sleeping in a little more than I usually do. So if I wake up early, then I'll turn it on earlier. But the live stream will be all over the place for the rest of the week. Okay. All right. Let's say bye-bye. If you gave me a few bucks, thank you very much. It motivates me to continue doing this. You know that. I like the pocket money. I'm not going to lie to you. That's fun. And I got a few. I made about $20 today. So thank you for that. Everyone lives in the new world of instant feedback that you helped create. I mean, yeah, I hate doing what Howard did for so many years, but me and Anthony, when we were at WNEW, I'll end with this. We wanted to have a very interactive radio show. To this day, I want a very interactive live stream. We really liked bringing our fans into the show. They became stars in their own right. So many just regular people became stars in their own right because of the Opie and Anthony show. We knew the importance of including our audience. And back in the day, it was a stupid fax machine. We would wear out fax machines. We would encourage people to send in stuff way more than other radio people. But a lot of the radio world was using fax machines. Got to New York, and then email was becoming a thing, obviously. So then we had people go, just emailing us, jokes or comments or whatever. And I went to, but I'm sure Anthony was involved too. So I don't want to not include him. And I went to one of the engineers at WNEW. I'm like, look, can you write a program? We want something. And we did say it. Email, you got to log in. You got to check your email. There's spam and all sorts of other garbage going on. We want something that is instant, like instant feedback. And to the credit of this guy, and I wish I could remember his name. God damn it. I could see his face too. He was a really smart dude. He was an engineer at NEW. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot this guy's name. I almost want to say not. I was going to say Scott the engineer. No, that might have been another show. What was his name? Anyway, we gave him the idea. We're like, yeah, we want people to be able to react to our show instantly, instant feedback, kind of like email, but we don't want to have to open up our email, go through the junk, and find the good stuff. And he goes, all right, let me think about this. And I feel like we told him on a Friday, and Monday morning he literally wrote a program, and it was called instant feedback, and no one else had it, like nobody. And then all the radio stations and whatnot caught on, and then obviously social media companies in general caught on and made it easier. But in the very early days, we came up with something called instant feedback, which means nothing to you now, because it's basically like a moving chat room when you're doing a radio show, which now everyone just has and takes for granted. And then, yeah, of course, Pal Talk. Oh my God. Eric Logan came to us and said, you guys should buy Pal Talk, because we put Pal Talk on the map. We put them on the map back in the day. And Eric's like, what are you doing? You guys should just buy that thing. You remember the annoying people's names? Yeah, then everyone could come up with a wacky name and a stupid name, and it was fun. All right, I got to go, guys. I am freezing. This started off where I wasn't cold, but now I'm freezing. I'm going to take a nice walk, though, man. All right, guys, have a great day. I don't know.